Hey guys, this is going to be kind of a video. It might be a little sporadic, a little jumpy with the subject matter, but kind of in relation to the Boston Massacre, which my heartfelt condolences go out to all the victims. It's a terrible thing to happen. I'm not going to get involved in conspiracy theory with it because I don't have the facts. I don't know it. So, not going to touch base on that. But I am going to tell you what I did learn from the Boston Massacre bombing, or Boston Marathon Massacre, whatever you want to call it, is that the importance of having one of these in your home is very present. What was it yesterday? I don't know when people will see this, but they essentially shut down a city of 600,000 people. 600,000 people to search for one guy. One man. That seems pretty crazy. I mean, that's absurd to see that they could shut down a city of 600,000 people, essentially. And the reason why I think you need one of these in your house is because, let's say they shut down that city that you live in, searching for one man, and that one man ends up knocking on your door or bursting through your back door and trying to hold you and your family hostage. Well, basically what happened was there's martial law. It's unofficially martial law, but what they did was they urged everybody to stay inside. So everybody's inside their house. You can't go out anywhere. If that happened to me, I would have this on me in my household all times in case somebody burst in. We don't know if the perpetrator, and then this is just generalizing, I'm not talking about just the Boston issue. If the perpetrator has access to military uniforms, it could knock on your door with a mask on, a SWAT vest, and say, hey, we're searching houses, come on in. You know, we want to come in and search your house. Which, if you have this on you, gives you a fighting chance if he were to, you know, try and hold you hostage or anything like that. Now, it's kind of scary to think that that happens, or that happened, and it's even scarier to think that people are still anti-gun when that just happened. I mean, the guy was on the run. Luckily, he wasn't, you know, holding people hostage in their households, but they murdered a cop, just walked up to a parked car, from what I've heard, the reports that I've heard, walked up to a parked car with a cop in it, shot him in the head. I mean, think they're going to show any mercy towards you if they were to break into your break in your house and, you know, ask for your car? They probably wouldn't ask, they'd probably demand it. Well, if they broke into your house and you have a pistol on you, or a shotgun, you know, you've got a chance to not be killed. If you don't really have that chance. It's up to their discretion. I would like having my life in my own hands. I don't like being a potential victim. I mean, everybody can be a potential victim, but at least you give yourself that chance to defend yourself if you're given the opportunity to. That's one of the big things I learned yesterday in that Boston Marathon, and I've talked to some people about that, and they're just like, well, that's stupid, you know, the chances of him coming into your house are slim. Yeah, they're slim, but they're there. And to anybody that's probably been held hostage, they probably own a firearm now. There's no empirical data that I have to back that up. But it's scary to think that, you know, whoever did this shut down a city for an entire day, a city of 600,000 people. I live in a small city of, you know, 25 to 50,000 depending on students. And if they declared martial law or urged its citizens to stay inside, essentially that's what they did. They basically said, stay indoors, don't do anything. They shut down the subways, they shut down most of the taxi services, but then they reopened them. So that's essentially martial law. And yeah, that's a scary situation because normal laws don't apply during martial law. So, you know, they were searching houses and stuff like that without warrants, without consent, which is, against your constitutional rights. If you don't know those, you should try and find a little pocket constitution and read it and keep it with you so that you know your rights. So it's just that whole situation was very scary. It could have easily gone way out of hand, which, those two guys, when they were on the run, allegedly sent 15 other police officers to the hospital. To me, that shows that they had no disregard, or they had no regard for anybody's safety. So, what's that to think that they're going to come into your house and spare your life if you don't comply with everything they say? And even if you do comply with everything they say, they might still just kill you. So, at least give yourself a fighting chance. It's hard to find guns right now. Go out, even if you can just get a 6-shot revolver. Anything's better than nothing. Get yourself the ability to defend yourself should you need to. That's really all I'm going to say about that, because, yeah, it's been a pretty somber week for America with, the explosion in Texas and the Boston Marathon thing. It's been a pretty rough week for everybody. I hope that since they've captured the suspect, that they do give him due process and he is tried like he should be, because that is also in his constitutional rights. It's in everybody's constitutional right to be tried. You have a right to a fair trial. That's just constitutional. It's what's in there. You can't deny it. So yeah, basically, I think I'm just gonna end on that. I don't have much else to say. So if you're anti-gun and you don't want a gun in your house, then you know what? You're not saying you're asking to be a victim, but you're opening yourself up to that possibility. So, strongly consider it. Maybe you just want to have a knife. That's fine. Some way to defend yourself. But you know what they say about bringing a knife to a gunfight? It doesn't really go in favor of the person with the knife. So that's all I'm going to say, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there. If you do end up going out and getting yourself a pistol, know it front to back. Get yourself some snap caps. Train with it inside with the snap caps, not with live ammo. Go to the range. Make sure you can shoot it and control the shots, because the more training you do, it's muscle memory. If somebody were to break into your house, you just want to be able to do it without thinking. So the more muscle memory you get, the more proficient you'll be if a situation were to arise. So stay safe, guys. Protect your amendment, or protect your constitutional rights, and don't give an inch.